All right, so skincare, all right, so skincare is a lot like car detailing. It's a lot more similar than you think. If you guys haven't heard the line that your car's paint is a lot like your car's skin, that's, well, you should have heard it, because it's true. Just like your skin, your car's paint will expand and contract. It breathes, it can get clogged, it can get dirty, it can get embedded contaminants in it the same way that your pores get clogged. And so every now and then you do have to do a deep clean of it. So let's start off with the basics. First off, we're gonna talk about soap. If you wouldn't use this on your face, if you wouldn't use this on your body, you should not be using this on your car. This is extremely high in pH. It's really, really caustic. It's just too aggressive for your car and for your skin. So if you're gonna wash your face, what should you be reaching for? A face soap, something like this, something like this. That would be equivalent to something like this. Now, most car soaps are pH neutral. Same with your face cleaners. They should be pH balanced. These are really gentle. They're really soft cleaners. They're not gonna do anything too aggressive. It's gonna get your skin nice and clean without stripping any of the essential oils, equivalent to your car. It's gonna get your paint nice and clean without stripping any of the wax that is on it. But not all soap is made equal the same way that these are for your face or your paint. They make soap that is for your body or for your wheels. So this would be the next equivalent here. Body soap is not as gentle as face soap. Obviously your body gets dirtier, so you're gonna need a more aggressive soap to clean it. Same with your wheels. That is the dirtiest part of your car. A nice gentle pH neutral soap just isn't gonna be enough to get all of that brake dust off. Now, yeah, although soap does clean, we all know it doesn't really deep clean, right? You can't just wash your face every day and never expect to have to come in and deep clean your pores. Same with your paint. You get things called embedded contaminants, and there are two ways to remove them. The first is chemically. This is from CarPro. It's called Iron X. The active ingredient in it is ammonium thioglycolate. That's a chemical from Legally Blonde that when it comes into contact with iron particles, it turns red, purpley, and it has that whole bleeding effect, and it looks really, really cool, and it's really fun to use, but it smells really bad. That is what this chemical is. The equivalent of that in skincare would be something like this, something like retinol. This is technically like a skin refinisher. It's a chemical refinisher, or even toner. So these chemicals right here would be the equivalent to Iron X, which would be chemically decontaminating your car. This is chemically cleaning your skin without having to come in with manual agitation. As clean as this can get your car or your skin, it's not always the best option because sometimes you still just need to go in there. You need something that packs a bigger punch, and that's when we talk about manual decontaminators. An equivalent to that in car care would be a clay bar. This is like a nice little putty kind of thing. You kind of smash it into a nice flat little piece. You take this, you rub it along your car's paint, and what it's gonna do is it's gonna pull out embedded contaminants in your clear coat. This is exactly the same as a nose strip. The ones you put on your nose and you peel off and you see all those blackheads, that is what a clay bar is doing to your paint. So this is what we would call a manual decontaminator. I want you guys to think of it as like a nose strip when it comes to skincare. And now that your car is nice and clean, it should be nice and smooth. The same way your skin is really nice and baby soft, your car can feel like that too after you do a proper wash, a chemical decontamination, and a manual decontamination. But every now and then you really want to come in and get super aggressive, you can. If I were to grab my polisher and grab some kind of buffing compound, some polish or something, and a nice pad, and I just mowed down my car's paint, I really could refinish the clear coat. That's really the same as going to an esthetician or a dermatologist and getting a chemical peel where they basically rip off that top layer of your skin and they give you brand new skin. That is possible with cars, but something like this is not part of your weekly routine, let alone your daily routine. So every now and then, if you really want to refinish the clear coat on your car, if you really want to refinish the skin on your face, there are options out there. But it's not really like an everyday thing that you guys would be concerned about. But regardless of what your last step was, whether you stopped after claying or you went all the way into polishing and compounding, your car is now completely naked. Just like your skin is unprotected. Before you go outside, you should put something on there to protect it from the UV rays out there, from all the contaminants in the air. And that's kind of where stuff like SPF comes in. You want to make sure you put sunscreen on before you leave the house. Same with your car. You want to make sure you put some kind of protection on it before you start driving around. There are other things you can put on your skin too. We have something like vitamin E. We've got hyaluronic acids, amino acids. Not that one. You want to make sure your skin is nice and hydrated before you go out into the world, and you want to do the same for your car's paint. So, some equivalents we have here. Lotions would be equivalent to something like Carnauba wax. Carnauba wax can give you about 3 to 5 weeks of protection. Lotion can moisturize your skin for the day. It's not going to do anything crazy. It's not super deep and penetrating. If you did want something deep and penetrating, you would reach for some serums. We've got hyaluronic acid here. We've got SPF that has more protection in it. These are equivalent to sealants. I have Burke's Defense Gel here. It's got SiO2s in it. I've got a sprayable ceramic coating. I've got a polymer sealant. These would be the equivalent of each other. And then, unfortunately, it doesn't really actually exist yet, but if I were to take all of these properties and add some self-healing things like retinol, some long-term care, you know, just double up on the SPF, literally just throw the whole kitchen sink into my skin and make some super skincare coating that would last 3 years, that would be the equivalent of a ceramic coating. Ceramic coatings on average will last you 3 years. With this on your car, you really wouldn't ever have to like deep clean again. You could get away with doing the bare minimum of just washing your face every day and you'd be fine. So unfortunately for skincare, it does not exist yet, but it does in car care. And so hopefully that makes a little more sense to you guys. Hopefully that makes car detailing a little easier to understand. I don't know how to end this. Well, that's basically it, you guys. Make sure you remember to like and subscribe. And if you have any questions or just other stuff you want to see in the future, just leave a comment below.